big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'ma replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
What's the run? They're running it. 20.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Gun.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch Mike. General West.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
SOS. Check 30.
And to give this time to the tailback. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Squeeze, double. Check. Check 24. Check. Begin. Alert.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Newton to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 35. 3rd and 2, Newton. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Newton on 1st down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal line. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Vigil able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Hey, exit. Hey. 14, he's going.
Mayfield now. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Third and long, it's Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
By 52, by 52. Switch up, switch up. Hurry, hurry. Check 52. Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Rush in. Run. Check. Fresno.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You got it.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. In order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now Newton on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm here all day.
On the carry, it's Love. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And he'll find Hall. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Joker. Check it back.
Let's go.
On the run, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Newton on the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Let's go.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
That's it.
Check 56.
20.
56.
On 1st and 10, Newton. On the left side, it's McDonald. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, and now it's 2nd down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Newton, and this is caught by Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Gun.
Throwing again is Newton. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 16, Newton looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Newton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moves back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Newton. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Newton to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken at his 4. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 45-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Check, check. Lucky. 61. Matchbox lights. No. Tight dog. Out.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Fournette running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Kill, turn up. Wide, get wide. Shift. Under 10, 10. Check three.
This is Fournette.
You ain't doing nothing.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Alert. Check. Recon, 152 fighter. Check 26.
Now Fournette. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick